Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Cinematic Kinsey, and I'm proudly welcoming you to the 34th edition of CCW Titans, live from the Colossal Sim. As you can see, if you didn't catch the last episode, we've got an upgrade to the arena since ATWE stole our champions. Whoa. We've now got the entranceway adorned with the champions of CCW. But never mind that, because, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a tag team bout scheduled for one ball. Introducing the competitors first, currently makes way down now, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 219 pounds. He is the Bloodletter Art. You can see in his entrance, aim the bow and arrow at the World Heavyweight Champion's image above the stage. And he's going to get his hands upon Henry Allen here tonight, because Arch, looking to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, looking to go on the final big run of his career. It's been a long spanning one. He wants to make sure it lands the finish. And this is going to be interesting. The first appearance of May since she lost her World Championship over in ATWE. See how the former champ's doing. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his tag team partner, currently making her way down now, weighing in tonight at 140 pounds, May. Looks a bit lost without the championship. Very unamused that she lost the belt, but the referee perhaps spared her career, because he was letting CTE win last time we saw May. He was letting those competitors just bludgeon each other at ATWE Bloodsport. Concussions aplenty. The only thing that stopped him, that made him stop the match, was the 2 strikes with Hugh, and the threat of more happened in both the men's and women's Bloodsport competitions. May have lost her Bloodsport match, but I think she came out of it better than her cousin did, despite him winning the ATW World Championship. Saw the grand return of Taryn and the just absolute demolition and destruction of Eric Daniels after his hard-fought contest against Andy the A-List. He was already suspected to need a neck brace because of that package pile drive on the concrete. He's certainly going to need it. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing their opponents, currently making their way down now, being accompanied to the ring by Buckwheat and Paul Lowe Jr., fighting out of the blue corner, the team of the undisputed future of French professional wrestling, Hank, and his father, the French gut-wrench machine, Henry. The CCW World Heavyweight Champion. They are destined. Father and son versus a couple. I think he's praising Henry Allen. Or maybe Angus. Maybe he's thanking God for letting him stay evading the authorities. But perhaps he views Angus as his god. I don't know what's going on behind the mask of that nutjob. The Lucha Libre Psycho escaped from prison. He's a convicted felon who just keeps evading law enforcement to enact his will. We may very well see the 3 men behind our World Heavyweight Champion become the World Trios Champions at the expense of the Valor Club. Of course, they already fought them in the Blue League of the World Trios Championship Tournament, but Hank's feet were underneath the ropes when they got pinned and subsequently eliminated, so they've got the strongest claim to contendership for that championship. Never mind that, because we're about to get underway with this real tag team competition. Hank and Henry Allen versus Arch and May. And immediate start here by the Undisputed Future. Oh, just brutal kicks to the back of the head, and now the bow and arrow. Stretching out the blood letter. And letting go before he escapes the hold. Moves taught to him by his father. His arsenal expanded by Angus and Paulo. Buckwheat's added a bit more of a country brawling flair to it, but make no mistakes, Destined are full of violent individuals who know how to hurt in increasingly devious ways. Oh God, sweeps the legs though, does Arch. And the natural, oh God, knee kicks, and again the kick. Discus boot that time. Tag out, here comes the former ATW Women's World Champion. Oh, punch to Hank. Drop kick, down to the concrete. And May turning her attention to the World Heavyweight Champion. Maybe she wants to trade in one World Championship for another. But back into the ring is Hank, and oh, just kicks the legs out. We thought he was going to go for a drop kick to the face, but no, went low when he fainted high. May was getting ready for the high drop kick, but got caught with the chop block variant, I suppose. Sweeping the leg out, but oh, speaking of sweeping the legs out from underneath you. Drop kick there by May. Into the corner. Tag. Double Irish whip off the ropes. Double whip toss. And Henry was calling for a tag from Hank, but Hank just rolling instinctively to the outside, which good instinct in a singles contest perhaps, but when you're in a tag bout, you should have tagged in your father there. Into the ring we go. Oh, Arch could see Hank starting to stir and try and go for that tag, but they just flipped him over and went for a pin, forcing him to kick out, expend the energy he would have used to go for the tag. But oh my God, out nowhere, armbar. Wrenched away. And he escaped, did Arch. Midsection kicked. Double underhook. Oh! Twisting out of it, right onto the neck. He lands, and now Arch calling a war cry. Bring it, Henry Allen. Oh, but he asked for it. Just immediately sent shoulder first into the mat. Neck breaker. Butterfly. Rolls. Oh, Lucha Libre out of it. Rolls out the ring, does Henry. And for a second, I thought he was hiding behind Destin, but no. He was just getting out the way. Springboards back in. Oh, ducks under the boot. Punch to the neck, and the height difference here, pulling them down 40. Crossface. And I think Henry's foot just touched the ropes. Hank having to come in now to break the submission, but his foot definitely reached back to the bottom rope, and the ref just didn't see it. Gut wrench machine's going to be unamused by that. Tagged there by Arch to Main. A double team. Oh, God, back body drop was what I thought they were going for it, but threw him up in the air. What a neck break from Paulo Jr. now distracting May. Buying time for the World Heavyweight Champion to recover and then pounce. Oh, stunner on the apron. Henry was taunting, and now May gonna forearm to Hank. Oh, stunner to him as well. Like father, like son. Getting stunned off the apron by May. Oh my God, to the outside, leapt in for a DDT. You cannot do things like that. To the old man, RKO on the concrete. Throws Hank into the steps, who came to check on his dad. Like we forget with just how despicable Destin are that That is his father. Would you want to see someone that you care about that much in that sort of situation? It's the same across both sides of this match, I suppose, but Hank going to check on his dad and getting dropped for his courtesy. Oh my god! Out of nowhere, Henry could be out. 1, 2, 3. Well, a spanner thrown into the works. Medical team checking on Henry Allen. A diving DDT onto the concrete from May, followed by the arch KO on the outside, then a twisting into the cutter on the inside the ring. A lot of damage, head and neck trauma just inflicted upon our World Heavyweight Champion. He's 61 years of age. There it is again, that DDT. Then the arch KO on the outside. Hank was coming to check on his dad off the DDT, and he's like, what the hell? And there it is. Distracted by Arch. Gets caught that spiraling cutter. Hank not breaking the fall because he's more concerned about his dad's well-being than winning the match. And Arch and May celebrating now, but I'm being told that provided he gets medically cleared, Henry Allen is going to have a championship eliminator match with May directly. In upcoming weeks. But they do need to check if Henry is going to be cleared before we reach the next conquer. Congratulations to Arch and May, however, picking up a victory over the World Heavyweight Champion. Great momentum builder, especially for Arch. See, looks to continue on throughout the C1 Cup. Trying to find my words after that very brutal display there by May, who, to be honest, up until this point has not had the greatest of seasons over here in CCW, but the pent-up frustration about how Bloodsport went for her, evidently bleeding through in this one. Now we move on to the next night of competition in the C1 Cup. Casey Spade here against Justin Case. Out for blood indeed was May. Yeah, he's a new debut. New viewer. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, him and Charlie Bala could be the tag team unit over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles bout scheduled for 1 ball, a 10-minute time limit, and it is a part of the C1 Cup. Introducing the competitors first, currently making his way down the aisle, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 230 pounds. He is the Ace of Spades, Casey Spade. Could see himself, Charlie Bala, joining up with the Bala Club, being the wolf pack of the group. Pretty sure we've just moved into the Sky Arena, actually, rather than renovating the warehouses that we've been operating in. But ATWE taking claim of the official Champions Wall putting their own champions on there. We can't get it back into Auckland. How they managed to get it sacked down, I don't quite know, but the majority of the rest of the set was here still, so we were able to repurpose what we had here in this arena for the Colossal Sim to be reborn. But to be fair, it was good timing because the wall would not have enough room for the Trios champions as well. And I could just limit it to just the CCW champions on the champions wall, but it feels like it's excluding the Marshall Mayhem and Trios champions for no reason. And I want to include them because those championships are to be defended on this brand, so. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent, growing his way down the aisle, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 199 pounds. He blames Canada. The Action X's Justin Case. Charlie Valor and Casey Spade perhaps going to be the Wolfpack representation of the Valor Club. Here we go. Ref calling for the bell. We're underway. Deep arm drag by Case. Both men currently set on 0 points apiece after the first round, each losing their respective C1 Cup openers. And oh god, a jab in the corner. Just in case, seeing someone that looks like a Valor Club member as far as he's concerned, ready to just dish out some punishment because he's unamused about losing to the Valor Club in the finals of the World Trios Championship Tournament. He reckons it should be him up on the champions' screens. I think we'll just keep calling it a champions wall. Ooh, a traditional tag team match. Second chance for Breen and Simo White. Oh god, elbow driven into the sternum. North still currently in recovery from all the damage that they've acquired. Simo White fighting through just because he's a fighting champion. He has to keep competing. Much like T-Dog did when he became the world class, the ATW World Tag Team Champions in our brother promotion. Of course, CCW, the sister promotion to ATWE, which... Oh god! Twisting in with that uppercut. No more equal territory. ATWE officials wanting to level the playing field as the springboard dropkick connects with Casey Spade into the pin. Goes just in case. One. Kick out. Oh god, big punch. Just trying to bludgeon Spade here is just in case. Leapfrog. Duck down. Oh, just hip toss arm drag. Sends him flying towards the ropes, but gets momentum reversed. Irish whip, Samoa drop. Oh god, super kick. Oh god, big kick up there by just in case. Springboard crossbody. Yeah. That seems to be the case. Oh god, off the ropes. Big. Big slam. Nope, up to the top rope. Oh god, just front flip and senton. Oh, God. The good old CDF. Oh, God. Inverted atomic drop pops up into the boot. Dear Lord, that could be his teeth jammed up into his gums. 1, 2, 3. Casey Spade. Shocking him out nowhere with that one. We got to update the music for the victory because he had the biker theme for his entrance, and I was like, hell nah, to that being your entrance music. But Casey Spade just kicking him up into the sky, sent his teeth back to Canada. Yeah, Canada. But off the ropes, they sent on, and then forearm, inverted atomic drop, wrist trap, and shoved him into the sky, just stunning him with that. Casey Spade, innovative offense there to pick up his first 2 points in this competition. Brad doesn't have to like it, but Battle Club adjacent, Ace of Spades, looking to become the ace of CCW as well. Well, I suppose we just continue onwards now. Next contest in the C1 Cup. So I update the win-loss records just in case. Came in only 1 defeat to his name. That was in a tag team against the Cole, as they were on their march to become the first world-class tag team champions. But since then, 2 losses here in this tournament, and that is why these 9 competitors were picked, because up and down this card, they are great competitors. Have good rest of your shifts. Casey Spade picking up his first victory and his first 2 points of the C1 Cup. Next up, we head now to Morgan Justice, taking on Jesus Diaz. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles bout scheduled for 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit, and it is a part of the C1 Cup. Introducing the competitors first, going to make their way down now, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 147 pounds, representing the Stark Hearts. She is the Blood Bringer, Morgan Justice. The Blood Bringer, representing Starheart. Rather proud to do so as well. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing her opponent. Currently makes his way down now, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 255 pounds, representing the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade. He is Captain Boricua, Jesus Diaz. Looking around with disgust on his face. Picked up his first 2 points in the last round. Morgan Justice did not. Of course, neither Starhearts nor the Puerto Rican Punishment Brigade will be allowed to interfere without repercussions. And rolling through the tilt-a-whirl hits it straight away. Morgan Justice used to fighting against some of the competitors that are larger than herself. So we saw her amazing performance against the Wick near the beginning of the season. Now she's looking put on a star-making performance in this cup and become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. But May is due for an eliminated match against Henry Allen some point in the future. If she can beat Henry Allen, then surely she gets a shot at the championship as well. Already pinning him in that tag team competition at the beginning of the night. Collar and elbow here. Oh. Turning Boricua upside down and Bloodbringer getting rolled up here. One, the small package. Try to steal it now. Oh, big senton. Leg hook deep for the pin and perhaps a win. 1, 2. Interesting texture glitches going on in that pinfall animation. Huh. That crawling up to the corner. And now forearm out of it. Kick to the midsection of Bloodbringer. With the hammerlock. DDT to Sting. Copying one of the great openweight champions with the Sting there. Sicario. Eat your heart out. Off the ropes. Forearm. Boricua down. Having to pull himself up with the ropes in the blue corner and then a forearm. Flying in was Morgan Justice. Sticking rope now. Oh, double axe handle. A lot of momentum as she flew across half the ring to hit it too. Uh-oh, snap. No. Oh, God, face buster. Into the pin. Ref count. 1, 2. Kicks out, but I think his fingers may have been under the ropes. Yeah, even when he lays back down, his arm bouncing off that bottom rope, so perhaps shouldn't have had to kick out there, but picked up. Big chops. Oh God, fireman's carry, fireman's carry. Oh, Michigan driver. Michigan driver there by Morgan Justice. And now, putting herself between Diaz and the ropes. Oh, his foot's on the rope, Griff. His foot is on the rope. Controversy, as his foot was on the rope, but the referee did not call it that time. Twice now in that same match, Minoru Takayama ignoring a rope break, and it's cost Jesus Diaz 2 points. Morgan Justice now, twice with the submission. You can see it there clearly, feet bouncing the rope up and down. And the referee ignoring it, or maybe just not seeing it, but Morgan Justice picking up another 2 points in the C1 Cup. She's currently the leader of the pack. 4 points earned so far. Jesus Diaz is gonna be mildly annoyed by that. But the referee's decision is final. And as such, Jesus Diaz dropping points to the ropes. Less so than to Morgan Justice. Well, now we go into our next contest. We just plow on ahead. Blake Bishop Ryoma, the next contest in the C1 Cup. Bishop currently on 2 points, whilst Ryoma was the last victim of the submission to Morgan Justice, so he's still yet to get out the gate. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a singles bout scheduled for one fall, a 10-minute time limit, and it is a part of the C1 Cup. Introducing the competitors first, Cronny makes way down, now fighting at the red corner. Weighing in tonight at 273 pounds, he is the Tiger of Kyoto, Ryoma. Ryoma currently 0 points to his name, but that could all change in this one. 2 points up for grabs in every single cup match. Of course, this is the penultimate C1 Cup match of the evening. We're just past the halfway point of the matches on the show. Our main event tonight will be Smash Barnett for a third time trying to dethrone Angus Wyatt as the CCW Openweight Champion. Earning that shot after pinning him in a trios contest on the last episode of Titans. Will Smash finally be able to put down the ambiguous Savage, the virtual boogeyman that has been haunting him since his arrival here in CCW, or will Angus weasel away again? Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent, currently makes his way down the outfight out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 228 pounds, Blake Bishop. And flexing his guns as he makes his way down the aisle, the only former two-time CCW World Heavyweight Champion. The current World Heavyweight Champion is a current two-time champ. He's looking to become the first three-time World Heavyweight Champion as Blake Bishop. He is the first three-time First Blood Champion, the first person to achieve 3 reigns with any championship. Melissa Blackwell first to be a three-time tag champ. I believe the first to win the championships with multiple partners. But Blake Bishop right now looking to join Morgan Justice on 4 points after pinning Justin K. Swift at Fishner from the second rope. Can he do the same here against Ryoma? Or will the Tiger of Kyoto put him down and maul him? Here we go. Forearm, and Blake gets scared. He's like, hold up. Springboard, drop kick. No, Ryoma simply steps back. I think it may have had a glancing blow, but not enough impact there. And Ryoma, big boot, turning Blake inside out. Bishop, meet the king. Nice whip to the neutral corner, and flies in with a back elbow with authority from the other corner. Knee coming across the face of Bishop. Blake on the defense right now as he gets dragged back to his own corner. To the red corner by Ryoma, I should say. Big chop. Legs put on the outside, and the Tiger of Kyoto. Big toss from the top. A minute into this match, and Blake Bishop yet to do anything of consequence other than be a punching bag for Ryoma. Ryoma now pulling him into sight. He's got something in mind off the ropes. Pop up. Powerbomb, the ambiguous savagery by Ryoma, and then sits down on him. Punches to the face. Perhaps trying to draw blood from one of the most notorious bleeders in CCW and ATWE history. Men's First Blood Championships inception was because Blake Bishop was bleeding every single match of Season 2 and Season 6 of ATWE. And that was the running joke, is he'll bleed every match. So we'll make a First Blood Championship and he will have to fight for it. He wound up winning it. 1, 2, kick out. He bled against Justin Case. Will he bleed here against Ryoma? Blake Bishop on the defense. Oh god, knee driven into the side of the temple. Oh, crowd chanting along. Or counting along. Crowd counting along, not crowd counting along, as I was originally going to say. Oh, using his waist to just break hold of the grip, and every time that Blake tries to fight back, Ryoma shuts him down. Big chop, no. Avoids, again avoids, but that time it connects. Sleeper, oh god. Just tossing him over back with that half Nelson. In the corner, kicks out his leg. Oh, but kicking up is Blake. Springboard moonsault. Has to go big or go home. Ryoma rolls out to create some distance. And he tells him to bring it, and he's going to do just that, Blake. Why would you give him that opportunity? Leg trap, kicks the ropes. Oh, now just scraping a boot along the chin. Oh. Leg hooked, Bishop in trouble. One. Kick out. Still kicking out at one, though. Been on the receiving end of the vast majority of the moves of this match in the last 3.5 minutes, but he's still kicking out at one. Forearm. Ryoma just eats it. Chop, ducked. Kick to the midsection. Chop, kick. Pushed away. Ice whip off the ropes. Big back elbow, and I think Blake is bleeding. One. Kick out at one, though. Beaten, bloodied, starting to bruise, yet Blake is still kicking out at one. Midsection kicks. Oh, no. Powerbomb attempted, but Blake desperately fighting free of the grip. Springboard, drop kick, again just absorbing a blow was Ryoma. And now, oh god, ripcord, Lariat turns him inside out. Oh, knee to the side of head. Right to the jaw by the looks of it. Came up clutching, turns him around and... Oh god. Waist lift. Back raker. Just clobbering down with the elbow to the back of the head. Blake trying to shake some of the blood loose from his face. Off the ropes. Santon. Oh my god, deadlift power there. Running power slam, Bishop. Digging deep here to pull off these moves this late in the match after so much offense, and now he's got him. Foul ball! Ref count at one. Kick out at one from the foul ball, Ryoma. Dear Lord. Off the ropes. Pop up. Punch. 1, 2. Ooh, just barely that pop-up punch almost putting Ryoma down, and now springboard moonsault again. This time Ryoma avoids it and grabbing hold of his neck and oh no, twists with his ankles. Oh, what? God, Tiger of Kyoto calling for the end. Powerbomb stacks him. 1, 2, 3. Bishop starting to call himself to his feet with the ropes, but got stacked, and even with a bit of a slow count by the referee. Definitive 2 points earned by Ryoma. Both those men came from the air quotes middle of the pack section of the tournament, and both after getting a win and a loss each, still dead even neutrality wise on their win-loss record. 6-6 for Ryoma as well. Oh no, for Blake Bishop was 4-4 for Ryoma. Excuse my misspeaking then. And this here, kick to the midsection. Just folded in half with that powerbomb. Blood flowing. The high stack, the referee even given a bit of a generous count. Blake Bishop not able to get his shoulder off the mat before. And Ryoma on 2 points as well now. Morgan Justice presently standing heads and shoulders above the rest of the field at 4. Now we go on to our final C1 Cup of tonight's festivities. Greg Henry will be the official for this, as Wesley Reed takes on Jared Wolf. A rematch between these two fighters, but both with new looks, both with new attitudes. Jared Wolf holds a victory over Reed, but Reed currently on 2 points in the tournament. He wants to join Morgan Justice on 4. Ladies and gentlemen, following contest is a singles bout scheduled for one fall of a 10-minute time limit. Introducing the competitors first, crowning makes way down the aisle, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in tonight at 250 pounds. Representing the Hardy Boys, he is a Jamaican juggernaut, Wesley Reed. And let us see if he is able to get his win back here against Wolf. Was embarrassingly the first person to lose to Jared Wolf, but like outright, without shenanigans. That leg drop across the throat. And then the defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing his opponent, currently makes way down now, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in tonight at 219 pounds, representing Logan Drake Industries Limited, Jared Wolf. Wolf not getting his warmer reception here in Auckland as he did over in Los Angeles. Well, when he does stuff like that to children in the front row, no wonder. But wants to see his own image upon the champion's wall, suspended above the ring. Looking out around the crowd. Disdain at their reaction to him, but oh look, Wesley Reed raring to go. He wants to avenge himself. Underway, 10 minutes on the clock. Collar and elbow. The power is going to be in the favor of Wesley Reed, but that didn't save him last time. Granted, there is no Logan Drake to interfere at ringside. Power shoving away Wolf. Oh, lower center of gravity allows the drive forwards there by Wolf. And, oh, punch right across the jaw. And the ref admonishing him, but catches the kick. And now, oh, move. Ref just about bowled over as the German suplex sliding underneath. And looking for a springboard, perhaps, but he took too long being the Antichrist. Well, Logan Drake has to be warned, though, that if he interferes in any way, shape, or form, he gets suspended, banned from the building, and Jared Wolf automatically loses a point. So Jared Wolf could go down to -1 points if he loses this match, if Jared Wolf interferes. Or if Logan Drake interferes in Jared Wolf's behalf, excuse me. He needs to be careful. It's the count of 5. Broke the count to join Reed on the outside. Gets caught a fish drop instead. Especially as he's meant to be in the corner of Smash Barnett in our main event. Oh god, stomped face bouncing off the canvas. Kick out at 1. Reed on the apron, springboard, lariat. He's saying he's going to break Jared Wolf. Bro, God, that wrist lock the crowd. clamoring to see this. May have been the de facto good guy in Los Angeles against Nasser Al-Jalal, but right now the crowd's firmly behind Wesley Reed. Jamaican Juggernaut with the support of the Colossal CM. And Jared Wolf finding it difficult to try and break the grip, but slips out into a side headlock. You can hear the crowd just mellow down. Some boos starting to pour through. There it is. Oh, headlock takeover. Reed, oh, again, his head wrenched quite firmly. Let us see. Oh, back to his feet. Reed's managed to fight to his feet. He's going to be able to use his power here to shrug off. Jared Wolf sent him flying. No, oh, twisting against the air. The wrist tape colliding with the air right now. Great gable grip there by Wolf, but oh, slips out the back. Waistlock now by Reed. Oh God, wrenching at the gut. Jared Wolf trying to slide the waistlock away. Oh, roll up. One, kick out the schoolboy. Oh, hooks the legs, floats over. Kick out there by Reed before the counter one. Uh-oh. Suplex. No. Slips out back. Backstabber. Out. Floating over Reed. Oh, God. SDF cinched in. Trapping the legs and wrenching back. And look at how deep he was wrenching it back. The SDF. God. The damage done from those side headlocks. He almost wiped out the referee, but Jared Wolf picking up 2 points here in the C1 Cup. And it's no longer just Morgan Justice with victories via submission. Jared Wolf with that horrifically cinched in SDF, squeezing the life out of Wesley Reed. Wesley Reed now 0-2 against Jared Wolf. Unfortunate for himself, but it does mean Jared Wolf picking up 2 points. The victory for Logan Drake Industries Limited. Will that be 2 in one night? As we not a tag singles contest. Head to our main event of the evening. After pinning the CCW Openweight Champion in the Trios contest on the last episode of Titans, Smash Barnett challenging for a third time now for the CCW Openweight Championship. Hank Allen going to have the same 3 men that were in his corner the first time this occurred, much like Logan Drake will be in the corner of Smash Barnett. We'll see if the same result happens, where each man of the destined at ringside interferes. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event of the evening, and it is a singles bout scheduled for 1 fall, and it's for the CCW Openweight Championship. Smash Barnett arriving. You can see the Mad King feeling it. Got Logan Drake with him, escorting him to ringside, but no nonsense. We're not coming out to Logan Drake's music right now. We're coming out to the Mad King's anthem. The arena bathed in red. Pyro budget being expended. Smoke rising through the stadium. Almost as if he's a dragon being set loose. Steam billowing from his raging form. He plans to kill Angus White in this one. Look at that, no hint of a smile, no hint of remorse, grim determination on his face. He's not the only one of pyro. We just saw a bit of flames billowing for Angus White as he makes his arrival. CCW Openweight Champion Angus White arriving now, flanked by his subordinates, flanked by the rest of Destined. The World Heavyweight Champion currently being told to rest at home to, well, just relax and recover after what happened earlier tonight. He's being assessed by the medical staff. He will be sent home. He won't probably be on the next show. So it will be other members of Destined representing himself in the preview. May costing a shot at, well, match 4. Let's figure out Blake Bishop not going to be able to get his hands on Henry Allen, but he will get his hands on 2 other members of Destined. Which 2 that is, we do not know yet, alongside Caleb Adams. Now, let's get down to the ring for the introductions. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing now the competitors. First to my right, the challenger, fighting out of the red corner, accompanied to the ring by Logan Drake. Weighing in tonight at 327 pounds, representing Logan Drake Industries Limited, he is the Mad King, Smash Barnett. Ladies and gentlemen, now to my left, the champion, fighting out of the blue corner, being accompanied to the ring by and representing Destin, weighing in tonight at 369 pounds, he is the Ambiguous Savage, the current reigning and defending CCW Openweight Champion, Angus White. Your referee, Earl David. A singles competition. Over 600, just about 700 pounds between them. 684 all told. Smash Barnett, a rare thing to happen in his career, is the smaller competitor, both height and weight. He's got Angus White stood across the ring from him. Last time these two, well, they've had 2 matches now. Back elbow. Oh, God, double axe handle and smash. Get smashed. That uppercut, dropping him in one go now, just lifting him up and driving his knee into the mat. And that has got to hurt for the Mad King. That's an unfortunate thing, is Smash Barnett has come up short twice against Angus White. Once was because of the interference of all 3 of the men you see at the bottom of your screen from Destined. Each of them distracting Smash Barnett whenever he got a modicum of momentum going. An interesting leg-based lift by Angus then. Refusing to let Barnett take control of the match at any point in the first challenge. Wyatt got lucky, got carried to a victory by his team, one would have to argue. Like, he was dominant against Barnett, but every single time he lost control of the match, it was given straight back to him by Destined. Of course, the second time that they fought, it was inside Hell in a Cell, specifically so Destined would be barred from ringside. Smash Barnett earned that opportunity as part of Logan Drake Industries Limited, being part of the hit list against the Nation 4. Stagnation when Sotelo was the world heavyweight champion briefly. Oh, powerbomb onto the concrete. Head bouncing. Oh, Smash Barnett getting thrown out at the feet of Logan Drake, and Angus backing him up. Saying, this is your scary boy? Really? This? I've beaten this punk twice. I'm going to beat him a third time. And look at this. Angus holding on to Smash. Smash. Oh. Okay, Smash pushed the ref out the way to make sure that Angus could make it back in. And oh! Look at that though. Buckwheat removes turnbuckle pad. Immediately Angus uses it. And no, Smash, move. Smash, Smash. You do not want this. You do not want this. The last supper. You can just see the disgust and the horror on the eye. Now, leg hooked. That could be it. 1, 2. Kick out. Shoulder firing off the mat by Smash Barnett, but this here could be it. Kick to the midsection. Broken reality. Stacking him. 1, 2, 3. And the interference could prove to be the deciding factor of that one. Powerbomb on the outside. Thrown back first into the exposed steel. Forced into this horrific maneuver here. Smash Barnett saved himself from losing out on the championship via countout by pushing the ref out the way, halting the count long enough for Angus Wyatt to make it back inside the ring. However, Buckwheat removed the turnbuckle pad. Angus Wyatt took advantage of it. And broken reality. Angus Wyatt retains. And I believe breaks the most championship defenses record. He is now on 5 successful defenses in one reign. Blake Bishop's record has been broken here by Angus Wyatt. And due to that, I think Angus needs to double check how many overall Angus needs to be on, because he would have been 82 because of that. 83. He should be on 84, which he currently is. So if Angus Wyatt defends one more time, he'll be the first competitor in CCW Season 3 to be able to use resiliency, which will make it even more of a nightmare to try and wrest that title away from him. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all the time we have. I've been Animatic Entity, you've been yourselves. We'll catch you next time, folks, right here in the Colossal Sea.